Welcome to this video about jacking and jack stands, which will cover the safe operation of jacking a vehicle which is raising off the ground and using jack stands to secure the vehicle, which is often required before doing complex repairs as seen here, which requires the wheels to be removed. The first step is to chalk the wheels. You can use a tire chalk as seen here, or you can use a block of wood. This prevents the vehicle from rolling when lifting the vehicle. Next, we need to determine safe jacking points for the vehicle. This can be determined by looking up OEM procedures or looking in the vehicle's owner's manual as we see here. This is a unibody vehicle, and this vehicle is equipped with notches on the front and rear sections of the rocker panel, showing us where to safely jack the vehicle. Many unibody vehicles will have this upside down triangle pointing at those jacking locations along the rocker. Some other vehicles like this particular unibody vehicle have alternate jacking points, like this section underneath the front of the vehicle. Full frame vehicles with a solid axle may allow you to jack from the axle itself, typically from the differential, and then secure at the ends of the axle tubes. However, this isn't always the case, as it could damage the axle. This particular vehicle will be jacked right here at the correct jacking location as noted by those two notches. So the jack is going to lift the vehicle from that spot on the rocker panel. Be careful when jacking from a rocker panel or using jack stands on a rocker panel, as the located areas for the jacking are typically the only parts of the rocker that are reinforced enough to support the weight of the vehicle. Jacking elsewhere may cause damage. Make sure to jack high enough to get the vehicle off the ground for your work, and then select jack stands that are a matching pair with a rating of at least the weight of the vehicle that you need to lift. And then place the jack under a suitable location. Right here, we can place it under either the engine cradle, which is what has been done, or it can be placed underneath a control arm. Make sure to do the same on the opposite side of the vehicle so that each axle, front or rear, has the matching set of jack stands. And once you're happy with the location, you can slowly lower the jack onto the jack stands. Make sure both jacks are the same height and placed at the same location on each side of the vehicle to make sure the vehicle is secure, and make sure you're on fairly level ground as well. Once you have the vehicle on the jack stands, go up to the vehicle and push and pull it side to side to make sure it's secure. Also go to the front, push it backwards and forwards as well as up and down to make sure the vehicle doesn't move and there's no movement in the jack stands itself. Otherwise, reposition as necessary. Other jacking points would include the solid axle, where we can lift from the differential, sometimes called a pumpkin, and then place the jack stands under the axle tubes. In this case, the jack stand is on the axle tube supporting the vehicle. As mentioned earlier, this can sometimes damage the axle if this vehicle is not appropriate to be lifting this way. This is the torque box area and may also be an appropriate jacking area on a unibody vehicle. And on full frame vehicles, you may be able to jack from almost anywhere along the frame rail itself and suspension mounting points. When you're ready to lower the vehicle, you can lower the vehicle by re-lifting in the same location with your jack. Make sure that as you lift, the jack is located in the right spot so it does not slip or move. Jack the vehicle high enough to get the weight off of the jack stands, and then you can go underneath the vehicle and remove the jack stands. These ones have been extended so they can be lowered, and then repeat the same on the other side. Be cautious when you're climbing underneath the vehicle at this point, as there's no longer any jack stands there to support you, and then gently lower the vehicle back to the ground. Once the vehicle is back on the ground, make sure the parking brake is set, and then you can remove the chalk or block of wood. Thank you.